Welcome back to game number 2 between Edie and Fire. In this game, Edie picking Byzantines, wants to stay on the monks apparently, and Fire with quite popular civilization choice here, picking Huns, which is actually a very nice arena 1v1 civilization, at least in a lot of cases, not in all of them of course. Let's see how he's going to do. I'm going to start with Eddie's map here, because I've seen he got sheep at the start, which is nice for him. Got 2 deer inside, 2 deer outside, one really close, second stone, second gold outside, in different order. That's the stone, that's the gold, of course. The boar inside, 2, wow, look at this, 2 relics inside for Eddie. Third gold to the front outside as well, 1, 2 relics close to him. That's really amazing. The main gold on the side could be harassed later on, but it's okay. Main stone, very safe in the back. There's 2 more sheep on the 2 sides, nothing in it. Nice wood line here, should be fine with that one. Pretty close actually to the TC, no problem. The berries for it doesn't really matter. I'm missing the second boar. Where is it? Ah, it's in back. Okay. Actually, very decent map for Edie, especially seeing all those relics that he should be able to get. Let's see for Fire. Main stone in the back. The berries in the back doesn't really matter. Main gold forward, not too nice. Second stone outside. 1 relic close to his base. It cannot be more. 1, 2 boars inside. The wood line not too far away. Second gold inside his base. And extra stone, extra gold, which he might or might not be able to scout here. And the other gold, third gold, very far away. The 3 deer quite far away as well, that's not too nice. He's gonna try to get those in by the help of a sheep, keeping the gate open. But the deer in a very awkward position. He might be able to get 1 or 2, but I doubt he's gonna get in all 3 deer. Could do it, of course. Fire is a really expert, really great player, so anything is possible here. Of course, you don't have the scouting you actually want to have on arena. Then let's see, we have an extra, 1 more extra gold on the map. The other we've seen in the back of Fire Space, which is here. And right now I think we've seen all there is to see on the map. Let's see, I'm especially interested to see Eddie's approach here, Byzantines against Huns. Because Byzantines, of course, monk civilization, but Huns are known to get cav archers out in Castle Age, and a lot of them, and they're quite cheap, so I'm not sure if Eddie is actually going to monk rush here. I guess if he's doing the monk rush, he needs to commit, he needs to fully commit, and that's not easy to do. The deer running away again. Eddie, no luck with the deer at this point. This one is actually back to where it started. That's not good by Edie yet. Oh, sorry for that. FTP, that says it all. Goku bad boy, not sure. Second deer trying to go in, and he lured it towards the middle then. Fire actually getting 3 deer in apparently. That's number 1. Was that number 2 maybe? And another one going in, or did I miss one? Maybe just one is running away somewhere. But very nice from Fire. He's only took like 5 game minutes. Now that's okay for the distance here. And now Fire can go out to scout. Both players have the feudal age on 26 population. Very similar. 2 farms for Fire, 2 farms for Edie. 2 villages on gold, same for Fire as well. I need to take a sip of water. Ah, damn it, my voice is almost going down again. And we see stable and blacksmith expected. Going with the scouts first and maybe add cav archers later if you need them. Eddie is not gonna do any barracks, gonna mark a blacksmith, there we go. Clicking up to Castle Age. At almost exactly the same time, Fire in 1 second ahead, but not really a difference whatsoever. Only difference might be in the scouting. Fire is now scouting around. Can see the resources from Eddie that are outside. It's good for him. Can see the extra gold as well. Doesn't know about the extra gold in his own base, of course. Might find it later on. Eddie, not too much scouting either. Got the 4 deer in, I guess. No, only 3. And therefore scouting pretty similar. Let's see what play's actually going to do. Oh my god. Need to sneeze. Oh, damn it. No, not happening. Now, Fire again with the scouts. That's 1, 2, 3. Our scouts are out already. Eddie doing monastery immediately, and the TC on the main gold. Both are also coming in. So, it doesn't look like a monk rush, more like a monk defense, maybe, and like a semi-rush. Yeah, Edie has to still with the scouts, so he knows it won't be easy to get out there. He should be able to grab this relic. This shouldn't really be a problem. But this one might be more difficult, especially if Fire is going for Monastery, which is not happening for now. Stable is up, 2 TCs probably up, one on the woodline and gold, one on the woodline on the other side. So he's gonna go for a mini boom here, and at the same time try to be annoying by making Edie fight for those relics and make him multitask here. But Edie got his conversion already, 2 against 2 scouts. That means Edie has a huge advantage now. He can go out, he can go and get all those 4 relics that are actually very close to him. And maybe even relic number 5, might lose a monk or 2, but doesn't really matter. Fire even going in with the scouts again. He is going for a boom now, archer range coming up. We might see him go for cav archers in Castle Age still. Don't think he's gonna go to just Imperial Age, but maybe. Let's see. Edie trying to convert a few scouts, now hunting those down, at the same time going for the relic expected. How many TCs does Edie have? He's got the 3rd TC up. Villagers, Fire is 4 ahead. No real difference. And Fire getting a scout back for the cost of a monk. Let's see, is Edie going to stay aggressive here? Yeah, Siege Workshop coming up. Does not want to boom to Imperial Age, wants to be the aggressive player here. Of course, Fire is going up the scouts, and Edie now needs to pay attention because he might lose. 1 monk going down. Yeah, actually 1 going down for 1 scout. That's pretty much the same thing we saw before. Another scout for another monk, and the last scout actually surviving and going away. Wheelbarrow coming in, Fire doing boatkin arrows, so he's going into cav archer production, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4 archer ranges, and that's the power of the Huns then, and against the monks. Fire can just afford it to create a lot of cav archers because they are cheaper, they are fast, maybe even considers husbandry later on, and then he can kill a lot of monks, should be able to deal with the mangonels, maybe the scouts are for that. And Edie clicking up to Imperial Age on 59 villages, very good for him. Of course, Byzantines Imperial Age is cheaper. Let's see how he's actually going to be able to deal with a lot of cav archers here. And Fire 22 military units, that's scouts and cav archers. Meaning he's got a very strong army at this point. A few spearmen are out, but that's not going to help against the cav archers, at least not too much. And 60 military units, Edie, but not even half of it, maybe half that are with monks. And they're spread out pretty much. Not sure where the others are. There's mangonels, and now Edie can see, yeah, Fire is deleting his walls. That means he's moving out. Look at this, that's beautiful. He's saying no. Hunt's going for the cav archers, and the mangonels will go down first. Edie won't even get a hit. Yeah, he's getting 1 hit, but he's not going to be able to kill a cav archer here. Eddie is going to lose the pikeman, which he just upgraded. Eddie is going to lose the monks here. The ram, of course, will survive for quite some time, but Fire is taking the better fight here. He's got more army, and the monks are even going down to the scout. That's just too much micro to do to be able to take a good fight. Eddie now doing archer ranges of his own, probably wants to switch into Arbalest, but he sending the villagers back already. Fire in the meantime 74 villagers, Eddie up to Imperial Age, Fire now doing wheelbarrow, but he's not too far away from Imperial Age himself. Battering ram and pikemen being created. And I think Edie should not stay on the monks here. Help's coming in for Edie even. Maybe he's anticipating knights here. Not sure. Is Fire doing knights? Don't see any knights. Instead, he's doing a castle, protect the main gold, also rewalling here, and trying to convert, I don't know, cav archer maybe, but the monks are pretty much useless at this point. Converted a scout, which is not too bad, but doesn't really help him. This archer range didn't go up. Siege workshop on left side and barracks. More barracks coming up actually for Edie. I'm not sure why he's not going into Arbalest. I think that's the logic choice here, logical choice, but maybe he really thought Fire would go knights here at this point. Not sure what he's thinking. Also could go elite skirmishers. Edie, his eco should be good enough for that. 74 villages is actually quite decent. He needs a little bit more, of course, but he's choosing to do halberdiers first. That's 8 plus 5 and more incoming. Also 3 battering rams, soon to be capped rams. Archery ranges are not up, and Fire for now can't really do anything except for go up to Imperial Age, of course. On 12 more villages right now, and we have a fight here, and the Halberdiers are coming out, but the Cav Archers will be microed. Also double walls coming up for Fire, because Edie is going forward with the capped rams. I don't think he's going to be able to go in, at least not easily, and the Cav Archers moving to the back here. Castle is doing some damage to the rams. The Halberdiers will now be garrisoned into the rams probably. There we go, very smart play by Edie. At the same time, might lose a villager here. No Fire, yeah, you can see it, and the villager is going down. Also, the Halberdiers will go down if Fire can micro. Imperial Age will be done very soon. Edie going for University. Still not doing any Arbalest. He's actually going back, because you can see he's not going to be able to go through the walls here. And maybe wants to go for, I don't know, siege rams as an option, but doesn't have the resources for that. 2 archery ranges which are unfinished. This is not good. Edie not with the best performance here. Fire actually doing quite decent. He managed to defend by attacking with a very nice army of cavalry units, cav archers and scouts. And of course he can micro here. Husbandry coming in now. Very important upgrade to make those cav archers a little bit faster. Easier to do the guerrilla tactics. Guerrilla. And hit and go back, hit and run. 2 mangonels inside, fire space, 2 castles are up. Sorry about that. And what is Fire going to do? He's up to Imperial Age, Thumbing Bracer. Looks like he wants to stay on the Cav Archers, which is a smart option here as long as Eddie's not doing like a massive amount of elite skirmishes. I think Eddie finally going for archery ranges that he's going to be able to finish. Also castle up here. Fire is not getting any traps. I don't know if you can see this castle. Not yet. As soon as he's going to see the castle, he will produce traps. Eddie, of course, is going for traps already. Using the cap drums as a meat shield to take some arrow fire. And we are seeing skirmishers, elite skirmisher upgrade. We see +2 range already. And Eddie might go for brace as soon as he can. Cap drums are good at this point, but Parthian tactics coming in for Fire, and he might go for a heavy cav archer very soon as well. Siege workshop coming up now for him. Also, we can see the castles and trebuchets to defend and to maybe try and clear this forward. The mangonels could take the trap down actually. Eddie doing siege workshop and more archery ranges. Bracer now coming in for Eddie. Still waiting for the elite skirmishers to come out. Maybe wants to do this surprise attack. And villagers 106 against 98. Fire a little bit ahead, but no big difference. And score-wise, Fire is 1k ahead. Probably because he's killed a lot more units, but Eddie's not in a bad position actually. Score is lying a little bit. Fire 49 military units, Eddie is on 40 military units. Of course, that's a lot of trash. And Fire got more expensive units. The cav archers still costing gold. Fire is going to be able to clear those buildings, those 4 buildings from inside his base. Of course, the trebuchet is 16 range. It's a lot. Handcart coming in for Eddie. What is Fire going to do? I saw a light cav, I think, and +1 is done. 1 trebuchet here not hitting the castle, it's not free to move, actually blocking the villager here. Capture also done for Fire, and he's got a lot of units here, look at this. Eddie also very big army already, which we can't really see. A little bit of raiding trying to come in, but elite skirmishers taking care of this. Fire doing siege ram, and siege ram might be the upgrade that is going to change the game in this mid-Imperial Age time. Also the trebuchets are starting to hit the castle now. Only waiting to unpack. Where is Eddie's army? I don't know, it's all inside the buildings. No, it's actually spread out right now. And this castle is under heavy attack. Even the bonus HP from the Byzantines won't help here. Leather archer armor coming in. Bloodlines for the cav archers. Fire still not able to do heavy cav archer, preferring to go siege rams first. And I think it's a smart option here. Castle is going down. The siege rams will move forward now. Eddie has to go back, and Fire has a big advantage at this point. Eddie doing more siege workshops. Also castle, or it's castle even. But those villages are idle. Onager for Eddie. Not sure about this. I'm not sure if it's the right option here. I'm missing the Arbalest. That would have been a nice idea against cav archers as well as against the light cav. The Arbalest in its skirmisher mix would be very decent. Ring out terminal for Edie, another siege workshop coming up. But Edie can't afford the siege ram, which he actually needs. He's preferring to get Onager. Onager might be a good option, of course, but you need to micro those things. And Fire's eco looking pretty decent at this point. 117 villages, Edie on 104, that's okayish. Needs a little bit more maybe, but will come down to who's going to take the better fights here, maybe to who has more upgrades. And for now, better fights by Fire, because he's just destroying buildings and taking castles down. Edie can't really defend from this. He's got a problem because the siege rams aren't there and those cap rams are pretty much useless at this point. Eddie's eco is okayish. Idle villages 14 for Edie. He's not playing his best, I feel. Not sure, but Fire is playing really good here, making smart choices, getting a lot of army out both players on 80 military units. So Fire popped up to 200 actually. Chemistry deals with the archer army coming in. And the siege rams are gonna move forward. After the buildings are destroyed, maybe traps moving forward as well. Not sure how Fire is going to deal with the elite skirmishers. Needs to get a siege rams in front. 2 mangonels sitting the Onager. Onager getting 1 mangonel and a good shot on the cav archers, but it's going down now. And the siege rams might make the difference here. Look at this, the cap rams go down really fast. Onager is the only thing that can defend here, and yeah, a single Onager, that's not going to be enough. Also, elite skirmishers by Fire now is reacting accordingly. Fighting trash with trash, as he can't get Onager himself. That's the siege, therefore that's the siege rams. Edie with another siege workshop on the left hand side. The trebuchets are still there, and Fire now a lot more military units than Edie. Edie is losing a lot here. Onager was a good idea, but the cav archers are very flexible here, very, how do you call it, when something can move really fast. Missing the word, doesn't matter. Decent shot, but not good enough. The cav archers are under heavy attack now from the elite skirmishers, need to go back here. But the siege rams are taking down a lot of buildings, taking a lot of arrow fire, and Fire is going with his own elite skirmishers. Also trebuchets moving forward now. It's getting more and more trash out. No heavy cav archers as far as I can see. Edie with a good amount of resources and doesn't know what to do with it apparently. And saying GG even, look at this, 1k3 food, 1k2 gold. Fire had enough resources to get heavy cav archers if he wanted to. Probably queued up more units, and very nice strategy, 3TC mini boom, then go and fight the monks with a lot of cav archers and light cav, and in the end have the better boom and just overpower your opponent. Really nice strategy for Fire, and tying the game 1-1 in the second game, which is nice. So we know we have at least 4 games. I hope you enjoyed this one, and see ya in game number 3. GG.